Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Theo Pahianis with the Nonprofit Leaders Forum. Today, we're going to talk about PPP Round 2. We're fortunate to have Doug Palmer from Palmer Financial. They do accounting for nonprofits, really helping nonprofits navigate during challenging times and helping them scale and grow. We also have Vincent Rolle here from Truist Bank, a commercial banker who is understanding and in the thick of it with the PPP Round 2, and will share some insights with us today. Thank you, gentlemen, for being here.
Thanks so much, Theo. Thanks for organizing this. Vincent, thank you for spending your time to walk through some of the questions that I have and some of my clients continually have. Why don't we get to it? First of all, the timeline for PPP Round 2. What is the timeline, and should we be concerned?
Yes, you should be concerned because the deadline for the PPP is March 31st. Strongly suggested that you submit your loan to your financial institution by March 21st.
Great. When you say get it to the full institution, is that the full package, or do you just have to have an application created on the system?
Application should be in by the 21st, I would say.
The whole application. Okay, correct. Well, that's good to know. So time is of the essence.
Yes.
So who qualifies?
Any business qualified that can exhibit that they had a reduction in revenue, gross revenue of 25% or more.
That's PPP 2. Can you also go for PPP 1 in this round?
Yes, if you have not applied for PPP 1 last year, you are eligible to apply this year for PPP 1.
Okay, and if you apply for PPP 1, you can apply for PPP 2 this round, correct?
Yes, you can. Even though your PPP 1 have not been forgiven yet, you are still eligible to apply for PPP 2.
Great. So even though it hasn't been forgiven, you can still apply for PPP 2. That question constantly comes up.
Yes, and that's correct. You can apply for the PPP 2 now.
Great, thank you. For 501c6s, they now qualify for PPP 1, correct?
Yes, because the provisions for this new round does include the 501c6. So yes, they are now eligible.
Great. We have a couple of 501c6s I think that will be interested in this, but they have to act quickly. All right, last thing is documentation. What kind of documentation are our clients going to need to come up with?
For documentation, your financial profit and loss that would show the reduction in gross revenues, all of your payroll criteria, such as your 940, 941s, that you would use to calculate your loan amount. And obviously, one must be in good standings with the state. So those are very critical documents to move the process forward and get your approval for your PPP 2.
Great. And then obviously the payroll reports as well, right?
Correct.
You need the financial statements. You have to be in good standing. But then the source document that you really are going to need to calculate the 2.5 times payroll are the payroll reports themselves, correct?
Correct. Yes.
Okay. Great. So PPP 2 is pretty simple process, it sounds like.
Yes, it's pretty simple because it's very intuitive for most of the institutions who have a platform for it. It walks through the entire application, and once the application is completed online, it becomes a virtual application in the system.
Super. Okay, so it really sounds like the main takeaway for our clients and for anyone listening is you have to act pretty quickly. As we speak, today is March 4th, and so we only have a couple of weeks to get the applications in. If your bank is not participating, do you know, are there banks that would take clients that are not existing clients, or is that pretty tough to come across now?
Most banks are only processing for clients who've processed with them before, but there are a few community banks that might be willing to take on new deals.
Well, that's good to know. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Theo, for putting this together. I hope everyone can qualify and get PPP 1 and or PPP 2.
Fantastic. Thank you, gentlemen. For everybody, there are some emails down there at the bottom of the screen. Feel free to reach out. Feel free to reach out to us with the Nonprofit Leaders Forum as well. We look forward to supporting you throughout this whole process and through the rest of the challenges we're experiencing. Thank you, everybody. Have a great day.